Hi there, my name is Jordan, and I'm the owner of Awakening Potential, and I'm also an Awakening Potential Tutor, which means that I specialize in helping students awaken their full potential for learning success. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what an online tutoring session at Awakening Potential would look like for your child, so I want to give you a short sample reading lesson in the online format so you can find out what it's like. All right, so let's take a look at a short sample lesson. So you can see here we're meeting in the Zoom room, and this is how it will be when your child joins online for the lesson. And so let's go ahead and go through a very short sample lesson in a format that's very close and very similar to how it would be for the actual lesson during the session with your child. So here is what a reading lesson would look like for your child. You'll see that the lesson is very structured step by step and allows for repeated review of concepts. It is also colorful and fun to allow for more engagement and easier learning. I'll have all the materials needed for the lesson, so you will not need to provide anything. So let's go ahead and grab up our materials here. So we can see there's a lot of different fun reading concepts on here. There's the blenders, there's the team-ups, the copycats, the sidekicks. Today we're going to learn about the blenders. And whenever we learn a new concept, we're going to learn the hand motion for the concept. The reason we do that is the hand motion gets all the physical aspects of our body involved, which enhances learning, and it also makes it really fun for the child, and that opens their mind to processing the material easier as well. So let's learn the blenders concept, or the blender's hand motion. So here's how the blender's hand motion goes. So we're going to get our blender, and we're going to put a bunch of things in here to make a smoothie. So let's put in some bananas, maybe some almond milk, maybe we can put in some fruit, and then we're going to put the lid on. We're going to blend it up. Blend it really good. Okay, then we're going to taste our smoothie. Pretty good. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and grab our materials back up here. And let's learn how the blenders work. So just like we used a blender to make our smoothie, we blended different things together. We can blend sounds together. So like with this sound here, instead of saying the sounds by themselves, like s, t, instead we can blend those sounds together. St, just like that. Same with this one. Instead of saying the sounds separately, s, k, like that, let's blend the sounds together. Sk. And let's read some more blender sounds where we blend the sounds together. Sp, ter, der, cur, purr, fur, gur, and so on. We would continue with the rest of the sounds. For the sake of this video, we're going to shorten that and move to the next aspect of the lesson. And in this next aspect of the lesson, we're going to use the Super Sounds practice board to practice reading the sounds in different words. So we can change the sounds around and make some different words. So the first word we're going to start with is this one here. So let's see if we can find the blender sound in that word. If we look here, we can see there's tur, that blender tur. So let's read that. Tur, it, trip. Good job, trip. Let's try another word. Let's just change one of the sounds so it's almost the same, but a different blender. Let's try this word. This one has the dur blender. Dur, it, drip. Good job. Let's try one more word. Let's change another sound. This time, let's change this sound. Let's give this one a try. Dur, op, drop. And during the actual lesson, we would of course practice more words. We're going to shorten it for the sake of our video here. And then this next aspect of the lesson, we're going to read practice words. So this is a chance where we get to practice actual words that use the sounds and the concept we've been learning about. So we can practice these words in isolation on our practice words list. So let's read a few words. These words have the nt, int, mint. Let's try another one. T, int, tint. A few more. Int, lint. Last one. Rent, rent. And of course, during the lesson, we would continue with more words. For the sake of this video, we'll go to the next aspect. Now, this next aspect of the lesson is where we practice words that were learned or encountered during the previous lesson but were challenging. So we're going to review those words again. So that's an important aspect of the Orton-Gillingham approach, is that we review previously learned words. So there's a lot of continuous review. So let's just assume that we had a previous lesson, and in that previous lesson we encountered these words and they were a bit challenging. So now we're going to practice them again this week. These words are in the syllable strength concept. So let's go ahead and use syllable strength to break those words into syllables. Here's the first syllable, bass, bass, and the second syllable, ket, ket. Let's put those syllables together, basket, basket. Okay, and then let's try the other word. First syllable, k, buck, et, bucket, bucket. Okay, and of course during an actual lesson, we would likely have much more words that were being reviewed from the previous lesson. For the purpose of this video, let's move to the last aspect. And in this last aspect of the lesson, we're going to actually read in a book which uses words that use the concept we've been learning about. So we're going to use this book, The Mint, from the Awakening Potential for Reading Success program. And this book uses the blenders concept, which we can see here. And so as we're reading in the book, whenever we see a highlighted word, those are the words that are going to use the concept we've been learning about. So all these highlighted words are going to have blender sounds in them. That makes it easier for the child to notice what those words are when they encounter it, and they know when they see that word, they just have to try out the sound that or one of the sounds they've been learning about during that lesson. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to do one page. So let's read this page. She got the, oh, here's a word that's highlighted. Let's see what the blender sound is in there. It's got the nt, int, mint. She got the mint in her. Here's another highlighted word. It's got a blender sound. What blender sound is that? And, and. Let's try that word. And, hand. Let's read the whole sentence. She got the mint in her hand. And so, of course, during the actual lesson, we would continue with the rest of the book and with other books likely as well. So there's a wide variety of styles and genres of books that we'll use during the lessons. For example, we have those structured phonics books from the Awakening Potential for Reading Success program. And we also have various nonfiction books that we'll read on different topics and other fiction stories as well. So we try and use a wide variety of genres and interests to gain the interest of the child, because when that happens, then the learning happens much more easily. So I hope that answered all your questions. So if you're ready to get started, go ahead and sign up for your free 20-minute intro session today. You can click that button right below the video and you can get signed up there.